They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a toss play right to Mostert. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
It's a turnover on downs.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for it all. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 11 yards there, first down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, and they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete.
Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. They will go for it. Now Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
The tackle made at the 40.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Kareem Hunt, the ball carrier.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Steelers nothing.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
7-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This one complete to Jordan Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got a man. It's Williams. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. And that is incomplete here. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. And this one too low.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
2-yard line.
They'll run the draw with Mostert. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Sanders now to add the extra point. Just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know that.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Steelers.
That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
5-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 27, Newton. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Newton on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Another Bengals.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd and 9 now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And a short gain down to about the 33. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
He's taken down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. They'll try and run with their fullback. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Second and 7 at the Bengals' 16-yard line.
Now Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Jaron Reed on the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bengals are going to get the football back.
Play is a turnover on downs.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Mostert. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Raheem Mostert, 89 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run again with Hunt. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and
Here comes a big one as this crowd gets out making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
On the play. First down, Steelers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Pittsburgh.
Here's Hunt. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Jordan Whitehead there defensively.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the move to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Grant Delpit able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Intercepted by the
partner. We always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Sanders on for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Steelers 31, Bengals 13. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got some space here. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Duron Harmon. 5-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big 5. That's all we have left here in the 4th. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Mostert, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were